So, Nicqui, we're all fired up about Schoolies Hub. We want to hear about how you get involved and also what to expect. It would be nice to, I think, just elaborate a little bit about what it's really like at Schoolies Hub. I found it a really, really worthwhile experience and really encourage you to look up Byron Schoolies Hub and get involved. So, yeah, tell us a bit about it.
Look, it's a lot of fun, and we've had volunteers that have been with us for 9 years now, do it year after year after year, and some of them are quite an age. Like, you know, we've got volunteers up there in their 80s, and we do have a few teenagers who've been doing it with us the last few years as well. And, you know, the hub is open 24 hours a day for 17 days and nights. Daytime shifts are dead easy because it's fairly quiet. Everyone's at the beach. The 8 p.m. till midnight shift is quite hectic, and we will see a few thousand kids in the park with us every night. But we have DJs, the Red Frogs DJs, from 8 p.m. till midnight. And the idea is, you know, there's nothing for under 18s to do in Byron. So with all those young people in town, and of course all our local kids too, putting on a nightly dance party actually keeps them together in one place so they can have a bit of fun and go home at midnight to their apartments and say, well, that was great. And look, the park is a drug and alcohol and glass-free zone. Unfortunately, the signage up there is not big enough for, you know, anyone with the strongest glasses to be able to see. Or the biggest.
Lots of people wouldn't be aware of that.
No, they're not aware. In fact, most of our tourists aren't. So, you know, we try to do our best the first couple of days that they're here to inform them that you cannot bring alcohol and glass into the park. You know, a lot of young people will attempt to, but of course, you know, they don't know any other, you know, reason not to. So we try and grab them, the police and the Schoolies Hub, as they're coming into the park and say, look, you can't bring that in. Either take it back to your apartments or please bin it. And they're all respectful. You know, there's very little issues. The schoolies themselves don't really cause us a lot of dramas. In fact, statistically, you know, we started it because of the crime peak in late November. We've managed to reduce the crime rate, in fact, reverse it to a negligible rate over the last couple of years. And in fact, the schoolies are pretty sweet. The main issues that we've actually had over the years have actually been more so with local young people or young people from the surrounding areas. But the schoolies, they're here for their first holiday. They are going to, you know, a few of them are going to drink to excess, and some of them will end up in the hub with us, and we might, you know, have their friends with them with a V bag, vomit bag, you know, that's... but, you know, Band-Aids and vomit bags are about the biggest thing we see in our first aid area. But, you know, the hub is about information, lost and found. You know, we kind of become their temporary parents for the time that they're here.
There is a lot of lost mobiles, wallets, keys.
And we get most of them back to them, you know, without needing to take it to the police station.
Yeah.
And they're very grateful for what we do. And they, you know, they love the fact that we've got a marquee up there. You know, they can come and get free water and free condoms and, you know, someone to talk to.
And you've got 3 weeks.
2.5 weeks.
2.5 weeks, 24/7, that this tent, it's a significant tent, by the way, this tent needs to be staffed all that time. So, yeah, tell us about how you put your name down. Right. You can choose time periods.
Volunteers do need to register first, and we do ask them to obtain a Working with Children's check, which is very, very easy to do. So they email me, I email them out a registration form and information on the Working with Children's check. We have an online rostering system that everyone chooses their own shifts. The shifts are only 4 hours long, and because it's 24 hours a day, you know, everyone out there can find a shift that suits them. So the more the merrier. Yeah. And we'd also like to encourage parents with teenagers if they'd like to see from the other side of the fence, and young people, say 18 to 24, who've recently been through schoolies themselves, grandmas if they're bored at home want to come and join us, and, you know, anyone can be a volunteer. You don't need to have any experience except a big smile.
It sounds a big smile. Yeah, it sounds great to have parents come with a teenager. Teenagers under 18 can't register separately, but
they can register with a parent.
Yes,
and you know, plus it's a great thing. It's a really bonding thing for parents and teenagers to do, but it also can alleviate a little bit of stress from parents who've got teenagers coming up to that age where they might go to schoolies themselves to come and see what it's like.
Hey, Nicqui, what's your email address?
It's a really simple one, all lowercase, hubvolunteers@yahoo.com.au.
Fantastic. That email address again?
hubvolunteers@yahoo.com.au.